Shalom, Boker Tov, Rabbi Eric Solomon in stormy Raleigh, North Carolina. Some more morning Torah, Beth Meyer Synagogue. So this week's Parsha is Emor, middle book of Leviticus, but I actually want to focus on a road to Shavuot. We're counting the days, counting the Omer, from Passover, Pesach, to the giving and receiving of the Torah on Mount Sinai historically, on Shavuot in a couple weeks. And I want to talk about something in particular. I've talked in the past, one of the powerful pieces of receiving the Torah is in order to receive the wisdom, the teaching, you have to have a growth mindset, right? A people or a person who's not open to learning or to growing or to improving themselves, the world, they're not interested in getting new wisdom or getting the Torah. Only a people who can really receive the Torah are ones that are open to receiving the Torah. And it's powerful because the people aren't totally already. Those know the story. While Moshe Rabbeinu's up on top, people down below are doing things with the golden calf. But in the end, they do receive it, even when it's difficult. And I want to give them a little bit of credit here, okay? Because while I think a growth mindset is powerful, and I think an openness to learning and wisdom and Torah is what is like a life goal, I want to have compassion and rachmanas on Bnei Israel. Like, we just came out of Egypt, and we're suffering, and we're scared, and we've been through abusive situations. So, some people are afraid of a growth mindset out of insecurity about themselves, or like an unwillingness to try, or just maybe even like an atrophy, or maybe even a spiritual laziness. But there's another reason why people are afraid to grow, and it's because they're just afraid because they've been hurt. To grow means to be vulnerable, to be open, to be aware that there's something that I may not be perfect at yet, okay? And our people, though, have been through this challenge. And so I want to give extra kind of propers, like special kavod. Like, our people were willing to be open, not at first, but over time, even though they were abused. Okay, we were abused. So I want to come back and say, therefore, in the end, the greatness of receiving the Torah was not just the receiving, it was the courage to be open to receiving, even at personal risk and even at vulnerability. That's courageous. And that, I think, is actually most people. Most people, I think, are open and want to learn and grow and be better. They're just afraid to do it. Don't let your history determine your destiny. With courage, open yourself up to the Torah that's coming your way. Shabbat Shalom.